And welcome to another episode of Coach Keyton Crawford here on the Crawford Podcasting Network on February 8th, 2026. Sunny day here in mid-Michigan. Tom Crawford here in East Lansing Studios, Crawford Indoor Stadium, Kerry Keyton and Big Gel Studios on the east side of Lansing. So are you still brimming in jubilation over that Michigan State win, overtime win over Illinois, which I thought was a terrific game?
Oh, I mean, it was definitely a good. I had struggled because I don't like watching when Anderson does the game. I can't do that guy.
With who?
Captain High Knees, the referee. I can't do him.
Oh,
He
I guess I
bothers
don't
me.
know what you're talking about.
He he
Okay.
he 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 tries to be too much of the game. So I struggle watching the game, but I did watch it. Um, once again, Jeremy Fears playing at another level. Got some other guys to step up. The young freshman stepped up big yesterday, played some good defense. Looked like a like he'd been in a boxing match by the end of it had his eye all taped up and everything, the young kid. So, it was a good win for them. I've always liked when Underwood first came to Illinois, I said he was gonna be a problem. I like that guy. Really like him. Like the way he coaches.
Oh, Brett Underwood. Yeah.
Yeah, love him. Love the way he coaches. Love how he gets after it. So I've always liked, So that was a good win for them. I'm not surprised. Number 0 for them, that is Bill Lane Beer reincarnated. Mirovic, Mikovic.
Murkovich. Yeah, he was
That
a
is
dude. Yeah,
that.
he had 18 points last night. I mean, and I thought he was terrific. And even though Keaton Wagler was, he was like
He's
2 of
struggling.
8 from 3 and 2 of 16 overall. He still ended up with 16 points because he got the free throw line.
Yeah, free
Illinois
shot.
is very physical. Michigan State obviously is very physical. And I mean, it was just good old fashioned Big Ten basketball because
Yeah.
it was fairly clean. And there were bumps and bruises. There was one Jeremy Fears, another replay of what he does that looked a little suspicious, but that was the only one. So, hey, that's improvement. But he will be under everybody's eye. But as a player, he's pretty damn good. I mean, the number of assists he had. I mean, it's just he's a stat stuffer. Like he was. I mean, he had 16 assists.
15,
26
and 20, 26 and 15, I think.
Yeah, 15 assists. You're correct.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, outstanding.
Izzo had teased that maybe I'll sit him down or maybe I'll bench him, but
Hey,
he
ain't
didn't.
benching nobody.
Good talk to, man.
I got no problems with Jeremy Fears. I stand with Jeremy Fears. Play basketball,
You
son.
have no problem.
Nope.
with
Not
Jeremy
one
Fears.
bit.
You think everything he's done? I mean, the
I
Gracie
don't like
Allen
the
2-point
finish. The one
two-point
trip. Hey,
behavior.
look. It's a hard foul on Luxembourg. Okay, whatever it is, what it is. The little trip
Luxembourg.
when he tripped, when he tried to trip, when he tripped the kid, and one that's okay. That's one. The kid was dry humping him, and his leg went back. Hey man, it should have been a damn foul. It should have been a foul. Call a damn foul, and the rest of it probably don't even happen. But you know what? I ain't got no. You watch everything now. You turn it down to slow motion. It all looks 10 times worse than it was. I don't have time for listen. You watch those games. Those guys are out there doing 10 times worse stuff, but you don't even see it because those are giant people out there moving some of the best athletes. I didn't like the foul on Luxembourg. I didn't like that. There was no need. He didn't have to do that.
Lindenborg, yeah.
Whatever the hell, the $3 million man, I don't care. Whatever hell, he can handle it. He could take the shot. He's big guy. He'll take it. But the $23 million team, that'll be okay.
Oh, so now he's hating on Michigan State, or Michigan rather, because I mean they got some transfers on your team, dude. Come on, man.
That's fine. But am I lying though? Am I lying? Did I lie?
Well, what?
Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Did I lie?
If anyone doesn't like it, get the hell out.
Did I lie? Is it $23 million team or not?
I don't know what the fuck the number is.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Tommy, remember what time it was when you took your first diaper change when you were 6 months old? Get out of here.
I will. I thought the funniest thing about last night was a behavior contrast in the handshake line for Tom Izzo. Last night, he's all cordial, arms putting around, doing all that lovey-dovey shit because he won. What did he do 8 days prior? He went through that handshake line like he had an easy pass going through the Chicago tollway, 80 miles an hour, straight on. He's different. Winner.
You talking to the wrong guy.
But I think he's a shitty loser.
You shitty. Well, damn, I want to know what the hell I want a happy loser for. I don't want nobody happy about losing. And as far as the handshake, you talking to the wrong guy because they're the only two people that need to shake hands as their head coaches. After that, hey, I don't need it. No, nobody needs to shake hands after the game. You go to your locker room, I go to mine. And especially like Michigan State, though. Michigan State they got one of the dumb entrance things too, because you got to go. The other team got to go across, kind of like Ohio State football. You kind of got to get in each other's way.
That's clunky. You're right.
It makes it hard, and basketball. It's physical, but obviously it's not as physical as football. It's not as much, but still, hey, after the game, hey, if you want to, I'm a firm believer. If they want to argue with me. I don't care. Shake hands before the game, after the game. Head coach and shake. We go about our business because it just creates an energy that sometimes
you don't want any handshaking at all. Kind of like the NBA used to be, or has been for a while. They just walk off. Sometimes
exactly.
Yeah,
the friends, blah. But they go back to the COVID days. They'll wave to you and see you later. Have a good day.
There you go.
Enjoy. Have a good time. So it's all good though. I mean, hey, the last thing I need is a coach that's happy about losing. You find me one of those. You find me one that's losing all the time.
I mean, he was cordial. I said, Michigan played well. I guess. So
I guess.
Being cordial, whatever. Doesn't matter. I love it. I love the rivalry. It's going to heat up on March 8th, even more, and that should be a Donnybrook final possession game. When does
Michigan play Illinois?
That's in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be.
Where at?
Well, I mean, this actually is way more than just being the regular season Big Ten champion. I don't think people realize how much Michigan, Illinois, and even Michigan State, for that matter, because they're not totally out of this with 3 losses, want that Chicago region and play at the United Center in the Sweet 16 Elite 8. Because then you go from there to Indianapolis. Good Lord. That's what Michigan State want both. There's Buffalo, first, second round, Midwest, Chicago for the regionals, and then obviously the Final Four. So getting that top seed is, a Big Ten champion, whatever, you're going to go to Chicago. That's just reality.
What other regions feed into Chicago for that, though?
Well, there's only one. I mean, there's just 2. I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know how that pod system. I mean, the first, second round. I don't know.
One of those 2 places.
Research the bracket if you want to figure that out. But I know Buffalo would be where Michigan wants to go. I do know that and everybody would want to go from either Michigan or Michigan State. So that game is so crucial. It was. Michigan's got the one game, but they got a tough game today. People think, 9.5-point favorite going down in Columbus. Ohio State is not a great team, but they're They're not a bad team. They're a good team. And it's going to be that's going to be a tough game. I was just winning on the road. Michigan State saw that going to the barn playing a lousy Minnesota team, and they lost. They almost got beat by the worst team in the Big Ten, Rutgers, 2 weeks ago, going on the road.
Yeah, no,
Going on the road is brutal.
The Big Ten is a problem no matter what gymnasium you show up in. You better show up.
Right. So that game today is at 1 o'clock on CBS, and so I'll be dialed into that. And then Michigan State doesn't play until Friday night in Madtown against the Wisconsin Badgers. Now, Wisconsin got screwed yesterday by the refs, in my opinion. 2 bad calls down the stretch. They'll be hopping mad, and they're a good team. So Michigan State will be challenged to win in the row. They got to go back in the row. So they got to. I thought the crowd, from a TV perspective, that crowd was loud at Breslin.
Oh, no, my people. I talked to my some of my people in it. They said it was unreal, unreal loud.
It was
louder than Michigan loud, even.
Well, yeah, because when Michigan State got down 16, 18 points, I mean, they're human. They're going to ball up they're going to ball up on the bathroom floor. They get real quiet. They get anxious quiet. Anxiety creates quietness in crowds. Anxiety does. I mean, it does. When you're frustrated and you're thinking, oh, shit.
Right, but even when they came back, he said it was louder. It was louder yesterday than Friday.
Oh yeah, and even they were down 9. No, I thought Michigan State needed this win, and I thought I was impressed.
Yeah, it was that was outstanding. Good. I mean, yeah.
But this
the environment, they just it seemed like it did seem like it was out of bounds or anything. I didn't see or hear anything. I did hear them, the fans with some bad words towards the referees, but
you don't have any problem with that.
Nah, not if it's warranted. Sometimes they was yelling and they would call. They was complaining, man. Look, that was a foul, man. Just shut up and take the foul and go about your business. Yeah. That was a foul. Right. Like okay, I get it. I understand the frustration, but that was a foul. Now just be quiet and go about your business. Sometimes people want to complain about everything. Like, look, people are out there getting hit, and like I have one of my friends said that, like even the last play where Fears, he didn't get the box out on Davis, and Davis gets the tip in. They made the free shots for the overtime. Like, he fouled him. He hit him on both of his arms. Like, yeah, it was a jump. It was a loose ball kind of thing, whatever. But he fouled him. So
yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, I know there's 0 time on the clock, and most referees would have swallowed the whistle or whatever. But he fouled him. So it is what it is. Play the game.
This Jordan Scott, though, I think is on the threshold of being a great player for Michigan State.
Yeah, he plays the defense.
He's over there, he's getting his eye. I mean, the dude doesn't even flinch. I mean, he looks. I mean, he doesn't look tough. I mean, he looks like a runway model kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Like the kid from the Wagler kid. He like, look at him. You play. You're pretty tough kid out here, but he doesn't look
that stoic look. I mean,
yeah. Now Scott's 5th foul was a joke. That was terrible. He didn't even touch the guy, and then Cohen Carr gets the block shot. Like, he didn't even touch him. Like, that was bad. But regardless, yeah, no, I like him. And you know what I really like too. And this goes to prove that all the crap that a lot of people like to talk about Izzo and about the kids being afraid to do this and do that. Kurt Tang shot that jumper, that 3, and missed it. and Kohler, they battled and he got the offensive rebound.
He traveled on that a little. I think he traveled, but
He
it doesn't
kind of
matter.
got fouled too. Then, if that's the case, because he got pushed. So regardless, he kicks the
Okay.
ball back out, and Kurt Tang had no hesitation and pulled that 3-pointer again. That tells me right there that those kids are, hey man, if you open, shoot the ball, and it's not a problem. And he pulled that, he made that 3-pointer, and I felt good for him. So yeah, I mean, I hate that 99 got hurt.
You're speaking of that about and let me just phrase it this way. When you're playing in the Big Ten, I mean, this is the best conference in college basketball, in my opinion. I'm so tired of hearing about the Big 12 and even the SEC. The Big Ten is the toughest, okay?
Sure.
It's got the best teams, especially at the top. These are elite out. If you're playing at this level, you are a freak. You really are.
No question about it.
Okay. Now, this Jake Davis kid, okay, he gets fouled with, legitimately fouled. He hits 2 free throws at the Brez to force overtime. And what did we hear about his background?
Exactly.
Multi-sport athlete, state champion high school football player in Indiana. I mean, he's just, this shows you you'll double down on this up the wazoo. Play as many sports as you can, young people, because it hones you and cultivates you into being a poised performer under stress, as opposed
100% correct. You are 100% correct. Different environments bring out different attitudes and different ways that you have to function in order to be not only functional but successful when you're playing. And it doesn't, and whether he won, obviously playing at the highest level, winning state championships in basketball and football. I mean, that's different in and of itself.
Great.
Sound like he went to a Catholic school, so he playing in the. I don't know if they have a pride. I have to look at that, see if Indiana has. No, they don't for basketball.
I want to check that kid's background, because that kid's got some moxie, man.
Yeah, it's just tough. Tough. He banged that 3 earlier on the long pass. Banged that 3 with the and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Those people. At least freshman and sophomore year, you need to be playing as many as possible. After that, one is going to find out that it's not as good as the other 2, probably. But if you can still get away with it and get your training in and that kind of stuff, I highly, highly recommend as many.
I'm giving another example. Will Cheddar hit the biggest shot of the game last week against Michigan State. Will Cheddar is a 5-year guy from Michigan. He's already got his master's degree. Kid's out of Minnesota. 3-sport athlete. He was a discus state champion in Minnesota. He was runner-up Mr. Basketball in Minnesota. Standout quarterback. Kid's 6'7" in high school in Minnesota. Recruited by several D1 schools, okay? Once again, competing at other sports got him prepared to be to deliver under duress at every level. 5, 6 years later, he's knocking him down.
Because you don't like you said, you don't learn to flinch.
Right. Well, there you go. That's what learn to flinch. Right.
That was no big deal for Davis last night.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, he's been even.
Right.
I mean, you call timeout. Okay, call timeout. No big deal. You think I'm going to miss because you call timeout? No.
Michigan State was up by 2, 59-57, 6:55 to go last week, 8 days ago. Michigan's struggling in the half-court game. Michigan State's ramping up their D. And Will takes that off-center shot from the wing and nails it, a 3-ball. And they go ahead and they never relinquish the lead. You have to have the balls to take that shot without hesitation. And that's, again, what we're talking about.
Well, and he's also, and also you throw in there the fact that, like you said, he's a 5th-year guy. He
Yep.
plays very sparingly.
Yep.
Hey, he played with house money. Shit, if I get the ball, you don't think I'm shooting it?
Well, I mean, he got 21 minutes. He gets 20 minutes a game. It's not, I mean, not super sparingly. And
no, that's a half. That's a half a game.
yep.
But
So anyway,
he understands. Hey, when I get the ball, hey, I'm getting my shots.
Yep. Okay. Before we go, I want to segue over to a big high school basketball game Friday night. East Lansing Waverly. East Lansing was without Kingston Thomas. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Was he sick or what was going on?
Nah, he got, I don't know. I think maybe it looked like one of them KD things, calf into Achilles or something like that. So he's just resting, I guess, waiting to maybe waiting till playoffs. I think they lost last night though.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they lost. Northview got a really good player on their team.
Oh, Grand Rapids, Northview.
Yeah, so
they're really good. They almost beat. Oh, what? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's fine.
So, but playing a back to back. But yeah, the Waverly, Derek didn't play very well. He had a bad game. Xavier played well. But yeah, no, and exactly what I had said. Because somebody had posted. I'm like, it just depends on. A lot of things in that game, but if Xavier stays out of foul trouble, if Kingston doesn't play, Waverly has a much better chance to win, obviously, because
I thought if this was the time, this was of this East Lansing Waverly thing that East Lansing dominated. I mean, this was your time, and East Lansing's like kind of just screwing around with them, at halftime, and then what they do, they go out and pulverize them in the second half. Torbert was what do you have, 38 points?
Yeah, 38, 39. But that's what I was telling my friend is this depends on, like, if you'd have said this, like I said, if they'd have played this game in December, then I said Waverly wins probably by 6, 7, 8 points, probably or more, because those young kids and the kids that haven't played a lot, they early in the season, and Waverly's got real experienced kids. Now in February, them kids have played in some huge games in some huge environments. So going into Waverly, which is not an easy place to play at or win at, they're already kind of battle tested. It's just a question of whether Torbert tries to do too much and but he got 38 points, but it wasn't like I got to take 400 shots to get 38 points. You know what I'm saying? It was in the offense. He had passes to other assists to other guys, and those young men stepped up and made plays. And like I said, Derek Thomas is one of the best players around here. He does get his fair share of recognition, but he does it effortlessly. He doesn't do a lot of talking.
He's for Waverly to talk about.
22. Yeah, 22. Real good kid. And he did not have a good game. So that really hurt them. The Ali kid had a really good game. Xavier had a good game. But those kids from those other kids stood up for East Lansing and really played well and gave Torbert the opportunity to just continue to play because the kid gonna get the ball in the bucket, period.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bucket filler for real.
He's a player, no doubt.
No question about it. Lift the basketball. Should win the lift the basketball.
Surprised there's not Big Ten interest in him, but there isn't, obviously.
Well, we had that discussion as well. I mean, he's a tweener at maybe 6'1". His handle isn't the greatest. His jumper is good, but it's not the greatest. And what did you say? What did you just say earlier about the Big Ten players?
Oh, that's elite. I mean,
they are elite players. And so in the Big Ten or Big 12 or SEC, or those guys are not those coaches, because look, you don't have time they are going to the transfer portal and getting players that are developed already. And they may take, like I said, Trey McKinney doesn't even start for Michigan. Now, what does he average a game minute wise?
Well, he's 20 plus minutes. I mean, Michigan has 9 starters. Michigan's not really a good example
But I'm
of
saying
a
he's
starting
not.
5 versus the rest. I mean, it's 9
If he
guys.
went to, if he went, but what did they do? They went in the transfer portal and got a team.
You got to do both. You have to. You
You
got to
know,
do both to bring.
they're not.
And you got to merge these guys together to play well together, where they're unselfish, which is the mark of a great coach, as in Dusty May. He's got that down to a science.
You got to get those coaches are going to get. But again, Trey McKinney was him for 2+ years.
Right.
They're not going to get. He's not going to get no bum to come play.
Right.
I could go get anybody out of the portal that could fill those minutes. If I'm gonna waste my spot on a high school kid, I'm getting one of those kids to come play. Right. The rest, I'm going in the portal and getting people that are 2-3 years in, developed, and can come in and listen to what we're trying to do, fit our culture, what we're trying to look. I know it's got to be a quick window, but will they fit in what we're doing? Yep, we can get them in, blah, blah, blah. And that's what they're doing. So he's gonna be fine at Bowling Green, in my opinion. He's gonna do really well there. And in a couple years, he may find himself with some opportunities to go.
That's the other thing. You go to the MAC, you're in the AAA farm system for the Big Ten if you step up. I mean, that's just reality, I think. In football, the MAC schools understand that, and all the Group of 5 schools understand that. That's just the nature of the beast. And if you don't like it, get out of it. If you don't like it, get out of it.
Period.
That's the way I feel.
Period.
Yep.
All right.
Great
get
job.
There.
As always, he brings it. Strong opinions.
Oh yeah. I got a strong one today.
Okay, yeah. You got one to finish up with, or what is?
Got one. Yep, I got one to finish up with.
Right. Go ahead.
Well, two things. One, obviously, Super Bowl Sunday. So going with the Seahawks.
I am
going with the Seahawks.
Yep.
But my bigger pet peeve today is the fact that the conference wrestling, high school wrestling for CAAC was yesterday. And for the past few years, we've had one big tournament where all the 2021 teams are at one place, so we can really find out who the big dog is, right?
Right.
But we have a few coaches in the area that are kind of soft and complain and don't want to take their teams because they don't want them to have to basically wrestle the tougher guys. Well, in wrestling, it really kind of doesn't apply because the best teams in Michigan, well, besides DCC, some of the best teams are like in Division II, Division III, Dundee, I think is Division IV. I mean, there's some of the best teams in the state, period. Dundee's won like 8, 9, 10, 11 in a row. Mm-hmm. So they complained and whined and cried. They're like Eaton Rapids. I'm just going to put you on blast. You didn't even show up last year. You went to some other tournament, which is just really soft. But back in when I went to school, if we would have had the opportunity for everybody to have one big tournament to see who the big dog was, we would have been fighting all over that to get into that, to make your team to get into that tournament.
It's a validation opportunity for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it was voted on, and the majority of the schools wanted to continue with the big all-team tournament, and there was about 5 or 6 schools that decided that, well, they were just not going to go anyway, which how you're able to just say you're not going to go, I don't understand how that works. Should be some penalties involved in that, but we went back to just having their own CAAC blue, red, and white tournaments. And, shout out Grand Ledge won it. I think DeWitt took second. Waverly took third. So those kids were out at Grand Ledge yesterday. I find it very hard in 2025 that you would restrict
26. Go ahead.
your people, 26, I'm sorry, restrict your kids from an opportunity to go against the best people to prove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
In a sport like wrestling, especially when it's just a conference meet, it's not even districts where you lose and you're out.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say this because, like, a couple of weeks ago, I took Everett out to Grand Ledge to wrestle, and my man Javari Funches, who, in my opinion, is the best football player in this area this year, he wrestled all the way up until high school. But then he's got the basketball Jones thing. And if he'd have stayed wrestling, he probably would have been a couple-time state placer. Definitely would have went to state meet, whatever. He wants to wrestle, and he's alpha and everything. So he goes out to wrestle versus Grand Ledge. And who does he have to wrestle? The number one, number 275 pounder in the state of Michigan, Ashton Delaney. He doesn't flinch. Now he got pinned, he lost, but he was willing to go out. Yeah, I'll go wrestle him. I'll go wrestle him. I'm not afraid. And then you have these coaches that are taking the opportunities away. That really boggles my mind. And for Eaton Rapids, who coached Jack Provincial, was a former coach there, and then went to Grand Haven, won multiple state championships. At Eaton Rapids was a monster when I was in school. Don Wibb, Jamie Richardson, Karras brothers. Just amazing wrestling from Eaton Rapids. For these guys to lead the way and not want to participate in an all-team tournament, I don't know. What are we teaching the kids?
Okay, I want to interject one thing before we close out. This goes back full cycle to the start of or earlier in our podcast about the features and benefits of being a multi-sport athlete with your young man Funches. Okay.
Yeah.
Who I saw play this year a couple times. That just shows you why he is that way. He's not afraid to go out and lose. He's a basketball player. Let me go step back in the wrestling environment, because I want to compete.
I want to compete.
That's why wherever this young man goes in football, is he going D2 or where's Funches
going to the national champion, Fair State?
Fair State, okay. This is why he will do well for all the reasons we talked about him and then other players we mentioned earlier in the podcast.
Absolutely. So,
all right. Great job. Enjoy Super Bowl. Enjoy college basketball today. I will as well. Hopefully, I'll be happy at 3 o'clock. And as Kerry Keyton always ends it.
March on down the field.
No, he's a Buckeye fan. I love it.
Go Green.
Go Blue.